Hi, my name is Scott Palangi, and we are at Palangi Kickboxing. That's my academy. I want to make this video for my friend Tyler Garnes. If you're watching this, I want you to listen closely and not hear this like it's some kind of a pitch to make me convince you of Tyler's greatness. As you can see, I have a bricks and mortar business. I'm a famous kickboxing instructor in like a small world, and when I say famous, what I mean is my specialty is body transformation. One of the biggest problems you're going to find in business, if you're good at what you do, you often feel like a secret. And although you might be good at initially making a stab at your presence, one of the biggest frustrations that I have as a competent business owner and an aggressive marketer is being consistent. And in the world of being an entrepreneur, it's often lonely. And through Infusionsoft, which is a program I use for my multi-step follow-up systems, I'm able to kind of keep a presence with my prospects. What's that have to do with Tyler? Well, that has quite a bit to do with Tyler. A couple of things. First of all, Tyler, personal thanks to you for giving me some mentoring and coaching at certain times when this whole process just felt really, really frustrating. You know, sometimes the conversation I'd have with myself is, well, my business is different because I have a bricks and mortar location, and you know, you guys are way out there in Arizona or wherever, so how are you going to support me? I just want you to know that you've made a profound difference for me in a few areas. And if you're an entrepreneur, you're going to appreciate listening to this. One, consistency. You know, sometimes it's the allure of, oh, set it up and then go, in regards to any kind of marketing application or software will be there for you. And it's not always that easy. Set it up and go can work for you, but a lot of times for yourself, there's no set it up and go. It's a constant renewal, a constant rejuvenation. And Tyler, you have given me some key coaching on the areas of, and I hate to sound trite and banal, but about this because, you know, things like mission statement are almost, you know, it's thrown around a lot in the world of mentoring and guruship, if you will. But you have really empowered me to create what I've always wanted to create for Palangi Kickboxing, which is a kind of mission that gets me up in the morning. It reminds me of who I am. I think as an entrepreneur, when we wake up in the morning, we have to constantly remind ourselves of who we are, what's important to us, and what are our priorities. For that, I want to thank you personally. That's not something I could have gotten just by being a member, but it's something I got from you simply as a matter of getting to know you and reaching out to you. Secondly, you also really empowered me to not only believe in my product, but communicate that with passion and without a filter, and to be more self-expressed through all the things that Infusionsoft can do for an entrepreneur. And lastly, I also want to thank you for 100% being there in this. And what I mean is, you always get back to me. Sometimes it may not be within the first 10 minutes, and sometimes it is, but you never step over an email, you never step over a voicemail, and you're always ready, able, and willing to get back to me. And I know you host a lot of responsibilities and shoulder a tremendous amount of promises to people. So for that, I want to thank you. Anyone who's watching this, who's considering doing business with Tyler, I want you to really get the authenticity of Tyler Garnes and who he is and the stand he is for an entrepreneur. I first got a sense of that when I met him in person in New York City when Infusionsoft did a customer appreciation seminar, and I showed up, and I really kind of showed up there just to kind of brag about what I was doing with Infusion, and a whole new world opened up for me inside of networking, other than just, you know, getting some good ideas from people, but really learning that as an entrepreneur, you're not alone. And if you have Tyler Garnes on your side, he's always going to be there for you if you have a working relationship with him so that you're able to fulfill your goals. I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope it made some sense to you. And one last thing, if you are sitting on the fence about anything that Tyler has for you, whether it's creating a to-do list, creating a small, simple action plan. Tyler is great at getting people to get the first 3 actions that create a certain kind of inertia or momentum. And you're wondering, oh, is this really going to work for me? Throw your hat over the fence and then go get it. There's a special amount of willingness it takes, I think, to be a successful entrepreneur. And it's Tyler's job, I think, many times, to get me to that space and push me over the edge. And it's, of course, our responsibility, or my responsibility, to take that next step. I encourage you to do that and don't look back. It'd be well worth doing so. Thanks. This is Scott Palangi from Norwood, New Jersey, saying thank you, Tyler Garnes, And thanks for watching, all you fellow entrepreneurs, and feel free to shout out to me, and let's create a relationship so we can keep our head in the game and kick our competition's butts. Thanks, so long. This is an addendum to the last video I shot, because something just opened up for me when I was headed back in my office to edit this and send it out to Tyler. You will hear Tyler Garnes say some things that you've probably heard before in the world of marketing. And the thing that makes Tyler unique is his ability to listen in a particular way that gets me into powerful action on the stuff that I already know. You know, you might see somebody doing something of some sort of multi-step sequence, like you might hear, let's say, if you're a dentist, maybe you'll hear that there's a chiropractor who does a direct mail campaign, directing them to a website, and then immediately upon opting in, an email goes out to then go capture more information, like an address or a fax number, and then to set up a follow-up fax. Well, that's a great idea when you hear it, right? But then if you're an entrepreneur, you know what I'm talking about when I say it sits on that place. That place where all the other stuff you hope to do as a marketer will sit. Tyler is able to listen to how your business operates in a particular way that can help you get some momentum with some of these tasks that seem complicated. And sometimes he's got the ability to just have you really look at what it is that you want to accomplish, or certain areas of an application, and say, well, maybe that's not particularly useful. The point being is, I've heard a lot of the stuff I've heard before at like infusion seminars. One of the things Tyler is, he's able to take some of the stuff that is cutting edge, and he's always a step ahead, and he's able to put it in a way where I can actually, it'll fasten to my action list and actually get started. So that is what Tyler, I think, is a really key attribute, your ability as a communicator. I don't know how you learned how to do it, but I think it's awesome. And maybe even consider telling people that although they will hear things that they've heard before, you do have the ability to put them in a particular way where they leave without just a bunch of good ideas, but they leave with an actual strategy, an actual plan to make a difference for themselves, their life, and in their business. I love what I do. I'm not one of those guys where you tell me, you know, if I set up a bunch of marketing stuff that I can go take off 5 months and party on my yacht. I don't have a yacht or stuff like that, but it's Sunday. I'm here at my business and I absolutely love it. And there was a time when I didn't love it, and there was a time when I had to fake it that I loved it, and I absolutely love working every single day, and I do plan on being on the mat and servicing my clients for quite a long time. And where that, dare I say, motivation comes from, it's not really motivation, it's more of a commitment. It is through some key conversations and a support system that I enjoy sharing with you, that I look forward to sharing with you for the remainder of my business life. Thanks again, and maybe we'll see you at a convention or something like that. Bye-bye.